For those of you playing this game at home, self-awareness towards enlightenment, these little things of, oh, I can relax my body, noticing the results, and oh, here, if I include my attention on my breathing and simultaneously relax my body, I get a different outcome. For those of you playing at home, noticing these different results when you play these games of changing your state. Big. It's like your attention's moving that much. Oh, I'm going to pay attention to my breathing when I do this. But then noticing you're having a whole different experience and your mind's relaxing. And it's not just big because, oh, I found a way to relax my mind. It's cumulatively compounding big because the awareness expands the sense of agency, personal power, noticing just you're going to build this tool set and like, oh, I want this result, I'm going to do this. Oh, I want this result, I'm going to do this. Oh, I want this result, I'm going to do this. Oh, I have all these ways. I can change a conversation. I can change the tone of my voice. I can change how relaxed I am. I can change how quickly I fall asleep and the better rest I get. The awareness of the tension in your body sooner during the day when you're going into tension to be able to bring it out of that or out of that in a conversation, that awareness to like, oh, I'm starting to dysregulate. Let me shift. Oh, this conversation is going cattywampus. The pace of how I'm responding is becoming rapid fire. Oh, and actually I want to have a relaxed, connecting conversation. Like that awareness of how your words, emotions, body is flowing in nervous system state happens because you notice these little things. And you have that awareness more and more and more until you have it all the time. And can change those conversations or how you're sleeping. Or does this make sense? Like where there's this huge amount of value in noticing small shifts. It means you're attuned. Because if it's a big thing and we're all of a sudden out of control and angry in the conversation, it's too late. We're probably doing damage. But if you get to notice, oh yeah, I'm starting to hold a little tension in my body, and you catch it really soon. Like it's not accuracy, it's to catch to be able to catch these subtle things where big differences are made. Okay. Anybody else with the exercise and discovery? I think that's kind of the norm for people. We live in this high alert state. If you've had trauma in your life, you're going to be on high alert. Kind of like some part of your conscious mind is looking around, feeling life-threatening, looking out for things, and that leads to anxiety. Can result in depression. But it's like anxiety and a number of other things. You end up with this hypervigilance. You end up with maybe a lot of perfectionism, which means a lot of self-judgment and insecurity, right? that can come out of trauma, but it could just come out of trauma, even if you didn't have childhood trauma. If you think about kind of the pace of productivity and delivery and the number of things we have to try and do during a day that's on our do list, right? There's a degree of stress. No trauma, but just this stress of all the things to do. So that's our normal waking state. I think what you're describing, Sean, for everybody.
You mean the normal state of society, maybe not.
The normal state of human beings in Western society. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this high degree of stress that we don't even know what relaxed is. Okay. And if we can, if like the 20-minute meditation Carolyn described last time as, oh, my body was relaxed, but my mind was still busy. Like you can start to notice like that's partial relaxation. Okay. Venkat's noticing he's working on being relaxed, but his mind is jumping around. It's not relaxed yet. Haven't hit the zone. You know, but we're at least we have a chance. We're missing the target.
Yeah.
But at least we're shooting arrows.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, shoot arrows more and more often. You're like eventually going to hit the target. You're going to hit the like, oh, this is relaxed. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I've had a taste of that. I don't get there every time, but I'm just like, holy, yeah. Where have you been for 30 years?
Yeah. So some of us don't even have a reference for what that deep relaxation is. So, and I've started really exploring this, say, in the past 3 months. Like coming back to my journey and going, okay, I am gonna slow things down. Kind of I've been on retreat for my own personal journey the last couple months. I was like, I don't even want to write an article on Friday. It's like I'm not doing the weekly wins. I pawned that off in David, and I cut back on a lot of things. I slowed a lot down. I allowed myself to sleep in. You know, it's like, and so I've been doing a number of things and a lot of this breathing. I'm like, let me just explore where this can go. And I could feel my whole drive of nervous system like, oh, we aren't going to try and produce. We aren't going to try and get anywhere. Like all at a certain point that dropped off. I'm like, oh, this is a different normal. Haven't been here in a long time. Because my drive is built up over a while. I used to be more relaxed, and it's like busyness. Okay. So I've been exploring like deeper relaxation again. And I have to practice. I don't hit the bullseye right away. My attention wanders. Takes a little while. Hit the zone. So, but the norm of society, that getting ourselves in that deep, relaxed, feeling completely safe. I don't have to do anything. The mind, you know, doesn't have to be vigilant. It's not worried about task list. Turning all of that off so the nervous system can go even deeper. Very abnormal condition. Good abnormal. And you're probably not going to get there when I lead it the first time live or the second time. You're going to get there over the next few weeks if you try and do it, you know, a couple times a day. For 3 times for 3 minutes is going to help. 1 minute, you know, an hour is going to help. And then, periodically a longer 20-minute session, like, poof. Because it's a building of a muscle of your attention and the neural pathways in your brain connecting the synapses, so your mind is comfortable there and stays there. And all the other characters don't panic about this being weird, or I'm not getting it, or something. So there's a feedback loop that's interesting. There's something in that feedback loop that is our awareness is in part of our body. Our awareness maybe is in our lungs, feeling our breath. And what we have our attention on becomes the experience. Right? If we're watching a suspenseful movie, that suspense becomes our experience, and then we are caught up in the movie, and now our nervous system follows the movie. But if our attention is on something calm, our experience is determined by where our attention is on something calm, and our nervous system experiences something calm and follows that. If something is chaotic around you and somebody else is upset, but your attention is on your breathing internally on something calm, your nervous system goes, oh, I'm calm here. My experience is the breathing. This is nice. That person who's being erratic or upset is not my experience. That's over there. And so your nervous system follows where your attention is. And where your attention is can also affect your nervous system. Like if I put my attention in my exhale and I really let my shoulders drop, I really let some release out of my body. Okay, so I'm using my attention to release my body. I'm using my attention to release tension. And my attention is in that awareness is on that area relaxing. Now it becomes a feedback loop to, oh, that's my experience of relaxation, letting go. So I'm using my attention in an area, release what's there. And as my attention's there, I feel the release. That becomes my experience. And my nervous system responds to that release and goes, oh, yeah, okay, we're releasing. So intentfully releasing and creating an experience that then the nervous system responds to that release with more relaxation. So just a few breaths, give a scan for your body. Do 2 or 3 breaths on any area you feel tension. And see if you notice your body drop into deeper relaxation. And see if you're releasing in one area, say you're letting go in your jaw and your neck. If other parts of your body relax in response to that. Does the rest of your body follow that area of relaxation? Okay, and for a little bit, let's look with attention and awareness in the lungs. Begin with just noticing as you inhale and you exhale. And we notice our abdomen, our belly come out forward, contract back. Belly's rising and falling. Then I want you to expand your awareness a little bit. And notice it's not just your front side of your lungs and your belly expanding, but also be sure to be expanding to the rear. Expanding in your inhale in the front body and the back body. Breathing air into your lungs and opening the back side. This awareness in the front side and the back side, expanding and contracting. And just comfortably let the inhales and exhales be kind of long and slow. And I want to expand your awareness a bit more in your inhales and exhales with your lungs. Your lungs are also expanding to the left and to the right sides. And in the exhale, they're collapsing on the left and right side. So as you're breathing in and out, you're noticing the expansion, both front and back, and to the left and right on the inhale, and the collapse on the exhale. And with that awareness, expand your awareness of the lungs a bit more. And notice that the lungs are expanding also not just side to side and front and back, but on the inhale, they're expanding down and up, like your spine is lengthening. The lungs are going down into your lower belly. And you can exaggerate it, make it a little bigger. Be aware that you feel that, and that the length is shortening top and bottom on the exhale. So putting your awareness to be aware of those 6 directions on each inhale and each exhale as best you can. If your mind wanders, that's totally fine. Just bring it back. Start picking up on the 6 directions of your lungs. Now with the awareness of this kind of breathing, don't focus in a narrow way, but just like in an expanded, softened awareness of a whole area of your body. Let your shoulders release with each exhale. Let your upper arms release. Awareness in the upper arms, and let that release with each exhale. And put your awareness out to your hands. Let any tension in your hands release. Take me on the exhale. Now let your awareness rest in your pelvis, your belly, pelvis area. Let everything release on each exhale. Maybe awareness near your lungs are expanding in every 6 directions. And on the release, you're collapsing along with releasing whatever's in your upper legs. The awareness. Lungs move in every direction. And just your awareness on your knees, letting everything release out of your knees when you exhale. And include in your awareness in your body, all your legs and down to your lower legs, your calves, your shins. And release that area with every exhale. And now an awareness of your ankles. And everything in your ankles relax and release with each exhale. And rest your awareness in your feet. Let everything relax out of your feet, all your legs and all your feet. Let everything go. Each exhale. And let your breathing be calm and relaxed. And let your guide yourself. Put attention on anywhere in your body you want to release. And just let everything go out of that area. However you like to do it for a few minutes. Staying aware of the 6 directions of your breathing in your lungs. And the releasing going on throughout your whole body. And any specific area you rest awareness in. And say for the last couple of minutes, I want you to continue doing this, releasing awareness in your body, the lungs expanding, collapsing in each direction. I want you to just continue that meditation while your eyes are open. You don't need to look at anything. You can soften your gaze. Stay present in your body while your eyes are open. Notice there's this extra element of distraction of your attention. Continue while your eyes are open, having your attention inward on sensation, breathing, feeling, letting go. Take note of any differences between having your eyes open doing this and having your eyes closed. Okay. Take note of any internal dialogue quality that's going on. If it's quieter, if there's certain characters that are really loud and busy, kind of notice maybe how your internal dialogue or chatter has changed. Not.